What will Dr. Thredson do next? Will Kit be convicted of murder? And will Sister Jude return to Briarcliff? Man oh man, last night was by far the most intense episode of American Horror Story Asylum we've seen yet. We found out that Dr. Thredson is Bloodyface, Anne Frank wasn't exactly Anne Frank, Grace was sterilized, Kit was arrested for murder, and I'm pretty sure Dr. Arden really was or is a Nazi. Before I go any further though, let's watch a sneak peek at next week's episode called The Origins of Monstrosity.
I'm the devil. Or not. Am too.
Scream all you want.
We're in this together, Father.
The man is dangerous.
And we have a threat in common.
You can't send me away!
Yes?
This is the beginning of a whole new era.
Can I tell you a secret? Nutmeg makes all the difference in the world.
American Horror Story Asylum, all new next Wednesday at 10.
So just judging by that terrifying clip, we're gonna see more of the Thredson versus Lana story unfold. If his home is any indicator, it looks like Lana is his next victim, and he certainly seems crazy and determined enough to make her into yet another one of his prized lampshades. But on the flip side, he did say that he wants her to write his story, so maybe he wants to keep her alive but just severely torture her? According to E! Online, Sarah Paulson, who plays Lana on the show, revealed that the most shocking scene between them is in next week's episode. Ryan Murphy told Entertainment Weekly, quote, "You won't believe what happens to Lana. She has actually been in the same room with Thredson before. She didn't know he was there, but he overhears her ambitions about wanting to be a reporter, so there's a connection." Another thing we have to consider, if Dr. Thredson is Bloodyface in the 1960s, who's the modern-day Bloodyface who attacked Teresa and Leo? One fan site suspected the new Bloodyface could be the bizarre and twisted love child between Lana and Dr. Thredson, which I really don't think sounds too far off. As for Alma and whether or not she's alive, the Washington Post is saying that she's most likely being held captive in the asylum. She and Kit were both abducted by aliens that night and brought to Briarcliff. They're guessing that the spider bug that was implanted in him could have literally put fake memories inside of his brain, which triggered that flashback scene of Kit beating Alma up. Ryan Murphy wouldn't reveal if that was Alma who's pregnant with an alien baby. He said, quote, "It's interesting, the aliens come after Kit has sex with women. That's a really good clue. People should look at that. There's something about that." Lastly, with Sister Jude, it sounds like things are only getting worse for the nun who seemed to have traded crosses for cocktails. Ryan Murphy said, quote, "She's a lady in search of a drink. In the next episode, she sobers up and she comes back looking for redemption, and that's when it all goes terribly awry. Last night's episode is like Disneyland compared to what happens." Phew! I am petrified just thinking about what's to come, but I will tell you this season is certainly living up to all of my expectations. Post below in the comments section what you're thinking, and feel free to go all out with all of your theories. The crazier, the better. Also, if you're gonna take the time to post a comment, you might as well hit subscribe too, because it's your all-access pass to AHS spoilers every single week. At the studio, I'm your host, Deidre Behar. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching Clever News. I really appreciate you stopping by. And you know what? I would love it if you stopped by again, or tomorrow, or next week. And the easiest way to do that is to click subscribe. So do it, and my gift to you is 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up.